Welcome, welcome back. I am Zoe Flowers, and Kimmie is back for our psychic chat. and we and we are going to do our reading for Gemini season. So, welcome back, folks. So, I'm going to start with an overall theme for the season. Gemini season 2026. Oh, wow. Okay. This is interesting. This feels very Gemini to me. One, because there's two. There's two. And we know that folks can say Gemini people have a couple of different sides. And I have a Gemini moon, so I definitely can relate to that. And isn't it interesting? We have the moon here and then the two swords. We know that swords are thoughts. So this is literally Gemini showing up in its own reading because Gemini is all about air and it's an air sign and air rules swords. So the theme of the season here is perhaps you're starting out with the seasons feeling like you don't really know which way to turn. You're feeling a little confused, but something comes along with the Ace of Cups, and this actually could be, I'm feeling like this is like the middle of the month, and you start to have new feelings, new emotions. And this hand is the gift from the universe. So it's almost like the universe is gifting you a new opportunity. That opportunity could be new thoughts, but it could also be actual resources with this Queen of Pentacles here. So it could be a more luxurious lifestyle. It could be also the gift of new thoughts or having your thoughts refreshed. So that's what I'm starting with. And Kimmie, I'll turn it over to you.
Well, and also I think it's interesting that that the Two of Swords popped up because of the moon. And I
Mm-hmm.
think and also, you think about the Queen of Pentacles and we also you think of the moon as being feminine, right? And you think of the Queen of Pentacles as like one of the earth signs. And I'm pretty certain that the full moon in June is in the sign of Capricorn.
Oh, yes, say more.
You're so excited.
I get excited about this stuff. Say more.
I love it. So that's what it made me think of was the visualization of the moon and then the Queen of Pence and the pentacle that she's holding is kind of moon energy. Um to
Real.
me anyway, whenever you look at the Two of Swords. And so yeah, I want to say that full moon, don't quote me on this. I think it's the 26th of June or something like that. But it should be in Capricorn.
Yeah, it is.
That.
Yeah, for sure.
Uh, so I think this Gemini season is going to have a lot more emotional fluctuation, which is interesting because you don't think of Gemini as being a very emotional
Mm-hmm.
sign. You think of Gemini as being very creative
Mm-hmm.
and within the arts,
Mm-hmm.
or a bit theatrical, right? But you don't always
Mm-hmm.
think about it in emotional capacity.
Mm-mm. Not at all.
I think that is quite fascinating. So I'm using my it's an oracle deck. It's Spirit of the Animals, and I Zoe has invited me on to do readings at the turn of the zodiac signs.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but as a collective message from the animals, since I'm really a catch-all psychic, but my favorite thing that I do is animal communication.
Yeah.
So, all right, we're gonna ask, what's the collective need to know? And I'll do three separate cards.
Okay, great.
Collective need to know for Gemini season. Okay. Oh, I love it whenever they just pop out, huh? Interesting. Okay. So I got the ram, first of
Oh,
all,
hello.
not totally wanting to focus, but
Mm.
it says you have many gifts. You can withstand any problem with the power of your mind, and with patience, you can reach your mountaintop, never give up. and good luck will follow. Although that was inversed, so I think, or inverted, and um, I think I know what the main message is, but I'm going to do the different steps, right? Like I'm
Okay.
going to show
Okay.
all the cards and
Okay. Okay.
and also, so the hawk came up as well as a messenger, which is interesting because Gemini season is all about like, it's an air sign and
Yeah.
it's a very intuitive air sign as well.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
this says Spirit is sending you messages. Open your greater vision to see the signs, focus on priorities, and eliminate distractions. You have a bright future. Let yourself ascend to new heights. And what was funny is right before we started this, I told Zoe that so Zoe's mother passed away, and she comes to visit Zoe sometimes in the form of birds. And I told Zoe, I said, you should really ask your mom for clarification, ask her to come to you with birds. And then Zoe mentioned something about an owl and something prominent about an owl that she saw today. And I said, oh, well, I have an owl. I was like, I have this art print that's an owl, and I forgot that I told Zoe that she would get confirmation from her mom. So I didn't know it was going to come in the form of me showing her my pretty, pretty pink owl.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah.
anyway,
Wait a
so
minute. That Ram card, does that say
uh-huh.
what does that say Aries?
It does not say Aries, but I mean, Ram's obviously very Aries energy.
Yeah, Ram is in Aries and my mom was in Aries.
Really?
Mhm.
Oh, okay. So that's pretty fast because then we also had like the Hawk Messenger immediately after that. That's very cool.
Yeah.
Very, very cool.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I love it. And we also have Cougar Assertive.
Huh.
So very interesting. So in silence, you find your power,
Hmm.
claim your leadership role, and take action. You know where to go and what to do. And you
Mm-hmm.
have the courage and confidence to succeed. And then the
Mm-hmm.
last card, because four popped out, I was going to do three, but four popped out.
Yeah.
So the last card is horse freedom, and obviously, like we're in the season of the fire horse. I'm a
Yes.
horse year girl, so so I was born in 90, and so I think that's the metal horse, maybe
I don't
is
know.
one of them.
Okay.
Anyway, your heart is pure and free. A greater purpose calls you. You have unlimited reserves of stamina and strength. You follow the winds of change and accomplish your dreams. So these are all really inspirational. What I would take with this, especially with the inverted ram and hawk, is that sometimes it's not always clear if you're receiving messages from the other side and if you're on the right path. But also, you can really get in your head about it, which is a very Gemini thing to do, is to really, really get in your head
Very
about
trusting.
things. And yes, very, very, and that's also a blocked off intuition too,
Yeah.
right? Like
Yeah,
the
for
two
sure.
swords is a very blocked off intuition card or blocked off
Yeah.
energy card.
Yeah.
So I really feel like the combination of your reading and my reading is to, I know that sounds super cheesy, but believe in the magic that is within you,
Yeah.
right? So
I
believe
think
in the
so too.
magic that is within you, but also it wouldn't hurt to step out of the logical and to dip your toes into the mystical and magical, which anybody who's listening to this is probably already going to dip their toes into the mystical and magical. Exactly. I actually feel like this next full moon would be really, really amazing for some pretty deep childhood healing and also for intuitive work,
So,
just
so
like
the
psychic clearing.
so the full moon in Sag next Sunday. Or should we wait till Capricorn?
No, I think full moon in Sagittarius would be great for that because I feel like that helps build up to that next full moon in
I
Capricorn.
agree with you.
Um, right? Like that.
Mm-hmm.
And also, a lot of people don't know this about Capricorn, but so Capricorn is the time lord of the zodiac. So, Capricorn, a lot of people look at it and they think, well, that's just a sign that really is pretty devoid of emotion, or it's just a really hard sign. And it's not. It's the time
Mm-hmm.
lord of the zodiac. It is probably the most intuitive of all the earth signs.
Mm-hmm.
Capricorn is a deeply psychic sign,
Mm-hmm.
but sometimes that psychic intuition is just seen as instinct for Capricorn people. And what I just think Capricorn is very magical. And so, and whenever you look at the time, specifically this upcoming full moon, so the time between your Sagittarian full moon and your Capricorn full moon, I would take that as a time of play and adventure and to really try to better understand your own intuition
Yeah.
and to understand yourself on a much deeper level than maybe you typically allow yourself to. And
Okay.
also, I feel like work is going to have more opportunity than usual. And I will say this, I've recently spoke with a client. I mean, it was like last week, and I told her, so she was in a pretty dead-end job. As in it paid her bills, but she was very miserable. But she also had her own business and she was trying to figure out how to make that business support her. Rather than working this job where she was unappreciated. And I was like, well, let's do some manifestation work. And she did, and she got fired from her job the next day. And it's very hard to tell somebody, well, you got fired from your job because you weren't going to let it go, but you're miserable and you didn't need to have that. You didn't need to be in that position anymore, right?
Yeah.
It's very hard to say to someone, well, you manifested it. You know what I mean?
That's right.
But sometimes, like, you do manifest it
Yeah.
and you do open up space and you do kind of like, it's almost like block busting, right? Like
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
like you
That,
bust through,
yeah.
right? And you open a new opportunity for yourself. And I do feel like even though that's not traditionally associated with Gemini season, I think that is the direction we're going. So if we recap,
I agree.
business opportunities, really deeply looking at your own intuition, maybe get a little bit magical with it, right? Um and really give yourself the opportunity to understand maybe how the things that happened when you were a child really shaped you into who you are today, but that you have a freedom to kind of break out of those reins and really be the person, like any person that you really want to be. That is what I would take out of this Gemini season. Gemini is super creative. Why don't you just use that?
Yeah, and I'm so glad that we took our time with this because I am now thinking differently, actually, about the Two of Swords. Because the figure is blindfolded, they are that is more opportunity to use your intuition because you're
100%.
blindfolded.
Mhm.
So the person could at any time put the swords down. They could do that, but they're blindfolded. And then there's the moon there again, going back to that intuition that you were talking about and that feminine energy. So this is exactly what you're saying. Use your intuition, which is water, which is feeling. So come
Mhm.
out of that intellect, come out of that Gemini air sign intellect, tap into your feelings and your emotions and your childhood, as you said. And then that will give you the opportunity to step into a new kind of abundance. And then you pulled four, and I had another card that was just sitting here, and I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna use it because guess what? It's the Knight of
Oh,
Wands. And so
nice.
here's our full moon in Sagittarius right here, this fire energy.
Very cool. And you know what's so fascinating also is whenever you talk about use your intuition, you look at Two of Swords, there's water behind her.
I
And then
know.
we have the Ace of Cups right after. And so
That's
you have the
right.
moon and you have water, and it forces you
Yes.
to look at your own intuition. And
Yes.
and also, so you have the Knight of Wands, but then you have the horse, right? And they're facing each other.
And it's red. Fire horse.
It is the fire horse. That's amazing. Wands are fire,
Wands are
right?
fire. And when we see knights, that's the end of a long term situation. So if we're looking to end a long something, then Gemini season is the month to get that popping.
Love it. Oh,
Me
I love
too.
that.
Me too.
God, we're so good at this.
We are.
We're
We
so
are so good.
we're so good together. Oh, we're
So good.
so
I love it. Thank you so much, Kimmy. This was so fun. Oh, tell people how they can find you.
so as Zoe was introducing me earlier, I'm Kimmie Haliburta, and I'm a psychic intuitive animal communicator medium. And I do several different types of energy work, and you can find me at kimmieHaliburtaPsychic.com. You can also, maybe it's lame to say my number. I feel like we've moved away from saying numbers, right? You can also call me or reach out to me through text at 865-224-6858. I do Zoom sessions. I do remote energy work if you're not local to Knoxville, Tennessee. So there are lots of different ways to reach out to me.
Great. All right, y'all. Well, thank you. And yeah, happy Gemini season. We'll
Yeah.
see you in Cancer season.
Yeah.